Hey guys, welcome back.
Hello everybody, welcome back.
Welcome back to the show. Good to have y'all. Good to see y'all again.
Good to see you guys. Good to have y'all.
I'm your host, Nico.
I'm your host, Bryan.
And this is the T podcast. Thank y'all for joining us today on this beautiful November day. I love the November weather.
Same here.
Yeah,
Same
right?
here.
I think fall is probably one of my favorite seasons
me too.
of the year. I'm definitely not a big fan of summer.
No, yeah. And honestly, what sucks here in Texas is that summer is kind of like, I mean,
90%
summer's only
of the
for
year.
like, 3-4 months, right? But 90% of the year, you're right, in that it's the weather stays the same constantly.
Right. And here in Texas, summer it's basically hot most of the year. Really, we only get fall and winter for like a little bit of time, so we do really cherish it over here as much as we can whenever we get that cold weather.
Yeah, and honestly, whenever it hits, immediately we just embrace it, with the flannels, the jackets, and everything. Cause
fall fits.
Yeah,
fall fits are definitely.
Yeah, no,
way
we just like to embrace it more, just because we only get it for so long.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically,
we hope that like y'all spending more time with y'all's family as we approach this Thanksgiving holiday. It's about to be Thanksgiving, so we're really excited for that. We hope that y'all get to spend time with y'all's family. We're actually looking forward to that too. We have a kind of a little bit of a break from college, a little bit, just slightly.
It's always nice when you get that, because I mean, I don't know, whoever's out there also dealing with college too. It's just a lot of work you have to go through, of course, right?
Oh, yeah,
so whenever you get those breaks, it's nice just to chill, lay back, hang out with family and friends and catch up and everything.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then also Black Friday coming up as well.
Ooh, yes.
Very, very
thing.
crazy day.
And honestly, for anybody, I think it's an important thing to always remember, hey, if you're ever looking for that laptop or looking for that, tablet, it's Black Friday, close by,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
at least for you and I think for any, person building up equipment for whatever they need, hey, Black Friday.
Exactly.
That's an important thing. I know a lot of things on my list I'm definitely going to try
and make sure y'all check online as well. I know Black Friday,
true,
everybody wants to go and be in person in a store. I've actually worked retail before. And
that's right, you have.
Yes, I've worked retail before, and during Black Friday, and it is crazy in there when oftentimes Black Friday, the sales doesn't even happen on Black Friday. They happen like a week prior up until Black Friday. Wow. So you can even go in earlier to a bunch of stores and try to beat the traffic, I guess you could say, because it does get pretty crazy during this time of year.
I wanted to ask, actually, so how is it? I mean, because you've experienced, right? Time working at actual retail store, as you said. How is it? How crazy is it whenever it gets to that point of the year?
It's crazy because I used to work at the mall. I will leave the store unnamed, but I used to work at our mall here, and man, that whole week, I remember we gradually got more business, but it was still moderately the same, because we had the Black Friday deals up, I think a week, maybe even 2 weeks before Black Friday. Yeah. So it was crazy to me because I was like, oh, we had this sale going on this whole time, and then boom, the minute it's Black Friday, just absolute crazy. I worked a 12-hour shift that day.
Ooh,
yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, I remember I worked
that's
a 12
terrible.
Yeah, it's
having to deal with that your entire day too.
Yeah.
That's
Terrible, it was definitely awful. And I had so much patience in the first half, and I remember the second half, just mentally I was drained. So my social meter was definitely drained that day. And man, I don't wish that upon anybody, but
well, that's a very unfortunate thing. I think that's always something that everybody has to deal with. So sorry for anybody else who also is going through that or has dealt with that, because those are some just troubling challenges.
It does get crazy, but hey, it is cool. It's the holiday season,
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
very cool to see families and everybody getting together and shop, and the music is nice too. At least I will say that.
It really is. It really is. However, I will say, and I think this kind of segues into one of our main topics of conversation today. Music is kind of, while there's a lot of fall songs, there's no songs about Thanksgiving.
No,
there's none that I
agree.
think of.
I think there's a lot lacking in the media of Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
it's
kind of just on
Halloween,
the holiday,
and then Christmas.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And there's so many songs about Christmas. There's plenty of songs that delve with, spooky season and stuff like that, October feeling and everything. A lot of fall songs, yes, but there's nothing that talks about Thanksgiving.
No, I agree. There's not really that much Thanksgiving songs. I can name from the top of my head, like maybe 2 or 3.
Exactly.
So it's kind of crazy that like media and like just everyone in general, like even not even like just songs, but like even like the stores, they're like, oh, it's not Halloween, it's not spooky season. Oh, it's holiday season. Like holiday season,
true.
You would think like includes Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. No. They just skip right to Christmas. They're like,
and they'll do
hey guys,
everything
Christmas
else
deals.
besides.
Yeah,
literally.
absolutely. I agree with you 110%. There's not really a lot of Christmas music, or not Christmas music.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving music out there, and also like Thanksgiving movies or anything.
That's true. No,
like there's not. Hey, I mean Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, but
that's a classic, and I say that like as like another I guess topic of just things you do for like when you're with your family Thanksgiving. We love to watch the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special, but the only other movie that I could think of about it was like, man, maybe like 10 years ago that it was like released. I honestly don't know what it's called, but it was a cartoon movie or animated movie about turkeys and like
Freebirds.
Yes, that's Freebirds. Yeah, there you go.
I actually, that's actually a guilty pleasure of mine. I actually do enjoy that.
I was gonna say I liked that movie. I didn't. Okay, now I know the name, but I remember that movie fondly, and I at least remember whenever it came out. Whenever I was a kid, I liked it. Actually, I thought it wasn't too bad. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
No, I liked it as a kid. Yeah, it was definitely a good movie, and it's definitely one of the more memorable Thanksgiving movies.
It really is,
because there's not a lot to pick from.
There really isn't, and it was cool because it goes in the perspective of the turkey, about to get like killed, right?
Trying
to
go back to Thanksgiving and get them off the menu.
Yeah, so that's pretty
may
cool,
not be historically accurate, but it's still fun. It's a fun movie.
It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie, and like I remember a lot of like really cool cast was in it too. I remember just like loving the movie a lot.
Well, let me ask, why do you think that like there's not a lot of Thanksgiving presents? Is it just like, I don't know. I think like, would you think it's just like Christmas is easier to make music and movies for, or?
Honestly, I don't know, because I mean, I feel like Thanksgiving is usually a widely celebrated holiday, and at the very least, it's for people to come together with their families and just have a nice meal and stuff like that. So I don't know why people haven't like put in a lot of different media within Thanksgiving. There's so much for Christmas, so much for Halloween. Right. I guess maybe you were right. Maybe it is because it's just easier that way. Because you could really, not that it's easy. I'm sure it's still challenging here and there. I mean, to write a song and stuff like that, to make a movie and stuff, but still, there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more of material. I guess that's probably it.
No, I mean, and I agree with you. It's just like, since for as long as like I don't even know when the whole Christmas thing started, but like Christmas has been like such a celebrated thing in like media and like retail and like stores, and it's just a lot easier to create something for something that's been around for like ever.
That's
and,
true.
Like, Thanksgiving, they kind of really don't even celebrate it all that much, and then even like something like made for Thanksgiving, quote unquote, like the Macy's Day Parade. Have you noticed like they perform a lot of holiday like Christmas songs?
They really do, yeah.
And it's like, okay, but it's Thanksgiving.
Like, yeah, I feel like honestly, maybe because like a lot of those times, maybe the weather is already kind of pretty cold. So cold brings kind of winter. Winter brings those kinds of music and stuff in there. Right. I mean, I'm not too sure, but you're right though. I mean, I remember like last time I watched the Macy's Parade, I think they just played Christmas music.
Like the whole time is like Christmas celebration,
that,
and then even at the end they bring out Santa, which I guess kind of marks like the transition from Thanksgiving to Christmas.
Yeah,
but I feel like the transition really starts, like if we're really seriously honest, like October 31st after Halloween.
Oh yeah,
it starts first day in November. It's like, oh boom, we're in Christmas season now. It's like
literally,
it's really crazy to me because I'm like, Thanksgiving is here too, guys.
Yeah, let's appreciate the holiday while we have it. It's only a month.
Thanksgiving,
come on.
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess I also want to ask y'all guys in the comments. You can leave it in the comments below. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
That's true. Yeah, and that's a very big thing that I always get intrigued about learning, because every family is different. Right, so please post in the comments, because I always love whenever I get to find out the differences in sides that people bring into the table. Right, because I don't know if you've heard, but there are some families that and this I've never been accustomed to this, but they'll eat mac and cheese for their Thanksgivings, and I've never done that for
really.
my family.
Okay, actually, my family does that.
Really,
Yeah.
because I didn't even
make
know
homemade 4-cheese mac and cheese.
Really, I didn't even know that was a thing until like maybe like 7 years ago or something. Like I didn't even know that my whole life that they had served they would serve mac and cheese for. It wasn't until like I asked somebody, I guess, and then they told me like, oh, we have mac and cheese for Thanksgiving. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. My family is actually one of those families. Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
that's
I
crazy.
make homemade 4-cheese mac and cheese, and then I bake it.
Yeah, but
afterwards.
that sounds good though.
So
actually,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
that sounds like.
mac
I
and
mean,
cheese
it
on
still
Thanksgiving
works.
is
I think
delicious.
it's still
Well, then let me ask you, what sides does your family usually make?
At least for my family, we'll do a lot of the mashed potatoes with gravy, green beans, stuffing, corn, green bean casserole. We don't really do much like the sweet yam or sweet potato pie or the sweet potato.
Oh, really? Okay.
None of that stuff. We don't really do much of that. I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess that's it for us. I mean, and then of course ham and turkey as well and stuff like that.
Right.
And then gravy that goes on top of it. But that's really it though. Like, we don't really like do much of other stuff. But yeah, there are other like dishes out there that I've never even like mac and cheese.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people. Most recently, I heard of like green bean casseroles that people make and stuff
that
like
one,
that.
Yeah,
that's very interesting to me too. My family does like mac and cheese.
Oh,
we
stuffing.
do
stuffing.
Yeah.
I was gonna
stuffing.
say
We do stuffing.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but stuffing is also another thing that we also do aside from like cranberry sauce.
So
and everything.
is it called stuffing because they stuff turkeys with it? Because actually, I don't think we've ever put stuffing in our turkey. Like minus like we'll put like vegetables and stuff in it to give it like a better flavor.
Yeah,
like I'll cut up onions, lemons, a little bit of rosemary and stuff. But the actual stuffing, like with the bread, like kind of, I don't think we've ever put that inside of a turkey.
Me neither,
we kind of make it as
honestly.
like just a side.
Yeah,
So,
no, I think so too.
Does anybody,
yeah.
is that like actually what it's used for, or like? I wonder that.
I feel like I have heard that people do put, stuffing in their turkeys. Hence, I'm assuming that's why they call it stuffing, because of that. My family's never done that though. I mean, of course, just the regular, like vegetables and stuff like that. Kind of other aromatics put inside the turkey to add flavor to it and stuff. But what's it called? Stuffing is, I don't think we've ever done that.
Yeah,
no.
I
We've
don't
always
think
eaten
I've
it
ever,
as a side.
But I've always wondered, like, is that why it's called stuffing?
Honestly, that's my best guess, because I wouldn't really think, unless. No, yeah, honestly, don't know. I mean, and the ingredients don't really make you think of
like putting it
being
of a
called
turkey or
stuffing
something,
either. Yeah, no, it's
right.
So, but that is still one of my favorite sides as well.
And you mentioned earlier your family makes corn. What kind of corn do you make? Because mine we do cream corn. Yeah, because there's like people that do like corn on the cob, like sweet corn.
That's
and, like,
true.
Yeah.
Other families do corn on the cob. Yeah. No. Well, for us, I don't think we do. You said you do cream corn, right?
Yeah.
I think for us,
corn.
I think we just do regular sweet corn. Honestly, I think that's at least the extent of that.
Yeah, it's classic. Yeah.
For green beans, same thing. I mean, I know other people have different recipes. Different families have different recipes. For us, we'll cut like bacon and like onions into it, and really makes it really, really good. Right. Mashed potatoes, peel like some skin in there and stuff too. In the mashed potatoes, I don't know. It's kind of usually like at least the I guess basics that people usually have for Thanksgiving dinners.
This is a big question, but what kind of desserts do your
Now that is the question, huh?
Now we're moving into dessert territory, and I feel like a big staple of Thanksgiving has got to be the pie.
Oof, pie, yes,
right,
yes.
Right.
Well, and I want to hear your take after this, but for my family, I know every year one of my aunts will always bring like 4 different pies, and one of them, of course, pumpkin, right. Obviously, the classic
pie, yes.
Secondly, or at least met right at the middle because they're always there on the table. Pecan's always there.
That one's my favorite pie of all time.
That one is really good. Yeah. Apple pie as well. And sometimes it's either blueberry or cherry pie. Okay. So it's usually that one's usually like the mystery of like, whenever she gets home or gets there, I'll open it and be like, okay, cool, she got this one this year. I love either or. I love blueberry or cherry pie. They're both
I'm actually not a fan of like blueberry or cherry pie.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know. Like,
is it like the tardiness or something? Or
maybe I don't know. It's just like for me, like pie, like pumpkin pie is really, really good.
I love
especially with
pie.
like a good whipped cream on there.
I was gonna ask actually, what's your take on sweet potato pie?
Okay, actually, it tastes no. Actually, sweet potato pie is actually very similar to pumpkin pie.
No, I was gonna say
really
it
almost tastes
basically
exactly like it.
Honestly,
I wouldn't obviously
even tell
like a slight difference.
Really, honestly, to me, it tastes like the same.
But it's not bad. It tastes like I think sweet potato in general tastes like pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a little bit even more sweet than pumpkin.
I would think so. At least the actual like vegetable itself. The pie though, I think honestly, there's a lot of it's very very close to like the same thing. Right, it's crazy.
I know, like pecan pie is definitely probably my favorite pie. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but pecan pie is delicious. I wouldn't think so.
That's always
pecan pie is delicious.
Like at least for me, after like my seconds, I'm definitely gonna get like another slice of pumpkin and then of course pecan pie.
Right,
that's for sure.
I mean, pumpkin and pecan, I have to get on Thanksgiving.
It's just because the way it's made, it gives you that flavor of fall of Thanksgiving,
right? And especially like with a nice cup of like coffee or something. Ooh, when you get some pie, man, that is delicious.
Do you ever eat your pumpkin pie with like whipped cream on top of it?
Like I said earlier, I said with a nice whipped cream on. We actually in my family we make homemade whipped cream.
Really,
it's actually not that hard. It's not that hard. Like if you look it up,
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, it's really not that hard to make at home. We make homemade whipped cream. I put that on our homemade pumpkin pie, and
that sounds really good.
Man, it's delicious. Yeah. It really is delicious.
That sounds amazing.
Now I want pie.
Yeah, no, same. I'm actually craving it.
I'm actually
gonna try and go get some. No, honestly though, that's a really cool thing that like even desserts too is kind of what makes each family's Thanksgiving unique and stuff, But what about activities though? What does your family like to do kind of throughout Thanksgiving Day?
Oh man, okay, this is kind of funny. I don't know if it's just my family or if it's a norm. But on Thanksgiving, for some reason, like, okay, so I feel like every family has the one house where it's like the host house.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it could be grandma's house or
Theo's, or like your uncle's house. Yeah.
Theo's house or sister's house or something. My family, it's always been my mom's house. So always been our house that's like been like the house where everybody meets up. And for some reason, we always like get dressed up for Thanksgiving.
Ooh,
like we all
bring it back to the classics.
Yeah, we all get dressed up for Thanksgiving. Like, nobody's like in pajamas or nobody's like wearing their at-home clothes or like in shorts or anything. We're always like all my brothers and stuff wear like button ups. And stuff. Yeah. And then my sisters wear like dresses or like everybody looks nice on Thanksgiving. So that's kind of like a little tradition that we do. Everybody gets dressed up and like we look real nice and we all have dinner, obviously, right? But then also, I have a lot of siblings, guys. Like side note, I won't say how much, but I have a lot of siblings, and so my little siblings like will go off, right? Or like my nieces, my nephews,
they'll go play,
whatever. And then me and my brothers and like the older siblings. This is gonna be like so random, but like we'll set up Smash Bros.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll set up Smash Bros. And we'll just like play it in the living room, like all of us. And we've done that forever since we were kids. We did it playing Super Smash Bros. Melee on the GameCube. Then we did Brawl on the Wii. Then we did Smash 4 on the Wii U. Yeah, we had a Wii U. And then we did Ultimate Now on the Switch. But yeah, that's like something that we always do. We like always like get games in, especially because like after we eat, and we have ours around. That's another question I want to ask you.
That's true.
We have our meal around like 2 or 3. So actually pretty, not like dinner. I know some people have it around like 7 or 8. Yeah. Ours is like more of like a lunch kind of going into dinner.
Yeah.
And so once we like eat and stuff, I am
like out of it, right? I mean,
I am so tired.
Turkey just makes you sleepy already.
Yeah,
it just does that to you.
Yeah, I know turkey naturally makes you sleepy. Yeah. But me, I'm just tired. Like whenever I have like a good meal,
it's just such
it
a
gets
filling
me
meal.
tired.
Yeah, it makes you
some
feel
people
very
get
heavy.
like energetic and stuff, but I get like really tired. So that's why we're like, let's just play a game. Like let's do this and that. Yeah. And then, and then we'll also play like card games. Like we'll play Uno and like Phase 10 or like just like card games and board games. So it really is fun. Thanksgiving is really fun. I was gonna ask you actually, what time does your family like eat dinner and stuff, and like what's y'all's traditions?
Well, for us, I mean, it's kind of as far as the time, it's honestly the same because usually we'll start it. I think if not, like around 3, if not 2. Sometimes there have been some Thanksgivings I remember that we would be like right at 12, the food's ready. We'll wait maybe like 20, 30 minutes, and then we'll like actually start eating. So it's usually like around, like you said, lunchtime is usually. We've never done it at like 9 or like the typical time for dinner, and definitely not breakfast either. It's usually been that time.
We're still cooking at like 9, 10, 11, 12. Like we literally eat right when we're done cooking.
You know what? I always, there was a time to when I kind of questioned it, just like, this is kind of like a whole meal. Usually you would eat a very big filling meal towards dinner time, but we're doing it at lunch, and I would question that until I realized, hey, you know what? I think that's kind of what I guess like the Thanksgiving food part is all about. That you get to have your firsts, maybe your seconds, right afterwards, but later on that day is leftovers. You get to get all the other fixings and stuff like that put in the microwave or just reheat it, and you get to just chow down on even more of the food. And then I think that's also like a really great part. And I'll often do that because obviously like it's only one day out of the year that you're ever getting a whole Thanksgiving feast. Right. I always like to make it worth it, especially with just all the homemade food that my aunts and uncles and my mom make. And it's really amazing. It's just very home feeling. As far as traditions though, so as you know, we eat around that same time of like, 2, 3-ish. And other than that, beforehand, it's just a lot of sitting around the table, talking with family and just kind of catching up. Some of my family is like from out of town and stuff like that, so they'll drive over to my uncle's house, and that's usually where our Thanksgivings are held. And we usually always go over there. Your uncle's
like the host house, I guess.
Essentially, yeah, he's always the host house, and that's for the past couple of years. It's been at his house. If not, it'll be at my other uncle's house out of town, and my family will have to travel over there. But for the most part, and I believe in this case too, we'll be going to my uncle's house. And what we usually do when we get there, we'll usually greet family, chill at the table, kind of catch up and everything like that, wait for food, help out with food. I'll go play with my cousins and stuff like that. They'll usually have some sort of game or something going on outside, so it's always a nice time to just catch up with the little ones and everything too. Right. That's always a really cool time. Going back inside, eat whenever the food is ready, of course, and then that's another time when we're all just kind of at the table being able to eat and stuff like that. It's just enjoying, family time and everything.
Right. I mean, and that's what Thanksgiving is all about.
Yeah, no, literally.
Just enjoying time with your family, your friends, even, loved ones. Just getting to spend time with each other,
Yeah, no, and that's the beautiful part of it, of just not kind of taking that.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Bless you.
Yeah,
it's okay. That's also another part of the year, right? So
yeah.
I think
it's the cold, man.
It's the cold, right? No, yeah. It hits me too randomly. That's probably even another thing, right? Of like topic. But for to continue on, it's after dinner or lunch, right? And I guess seconds. Then we'll go and tune into either the Macy's Day Parade if it hasn't happened already, or if it's still continuing, we'll watch that. And then my family's really big on the Dallas Cowboys. So
really?
Not all of them, but either way,
a good amount.
A good amount. And that's always a game and team that always plays during Thanksgiving. So we'll usually always catch at least
Texas
a football
natives
game. Texas natives
loyal to Cowboys.
Exactly. So we'll always catch the Dallas Cowboys game, if not some type of game. My uncle, the host of the house, he's really, really big on sports. So he'll always play at least something on the TV, right? So whenever that's finished, we'll often kind of just wind down and just all kind of be with family and everything. If not, after watching the game, we'll kind of put on a movie and stuff. That's kind of where I would wish that there would be more Thanksgiving movies, but we do like watching movies.
I actually, that actually reminded me. My family also late at night. So like once the party's over, once like everybody's like chilling and like relaxing and stuff, after we're done like gaming and like everybody's like, like people start going home. My family, like my siblings and I and my parents too, we'll sit down and we'll watch Christmas movies. I know I said earlier, but hey, there's no Thanksgiving movies, okay?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would love to watch.
Okay, we would.
For me, man, it's like, I don't know, an action or adventure movie. I mean,
right.
It's cool and all, but it's, I wish it was Thanksgiving.
Put on Tobey Maguire Spider-Man or something.
See, exactly. Celebrate awesome. the time. They have a Thanksgiving scene in the movie. So
close enough.
Exactly.
I'll take it, yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean? But after all of that, another tradition that we usually like to do, if we did bring it, sometimes we will forget, but for the most part, we'll always have it, loteria, which I don't know if your family's played that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very, very big one.
That's kind of like
family.
what I was saying earlier is like the board games and stuff, we'll play.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, we'll
gotcha.
definitely play
Okay.
Loteria.
Yeah. And
We use
I mean,
beans.
for those who don't know, it's a Mexican card game, Mexican bingo essentially. It's just called Loteria with different.
It's basically bingo.
It's really just bingo, but it's very big in my family and a lot of exactly. That's what you say whenever you win.
It's like yelling bingo.
Basically, it's just the Mexican version.
Yeah, literally. That's basically what it is. And what do y'all use for the chips? We use like the little beans.
We'll use either beans. It depends who brings it, honestly. So it's either the beans. Sometimes I don't know if you've seen it, but those like plastic
circle,
like
clear
fichas and
ones?
stuff. Yeah,
the clear
those
ones.
the thin ones. If
Right.
not that, just coins.
Just
the basic pennies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like sometimes we'll make and it's all for fun. Sometimes we'll make like a little like a pool of money and stuff like that. You have to like buy in your card and stuff. So my family will usually be like, oh, put in a penny or put in 5 cents and stuff like that. So then we'll do that just as like a little like fun addition to the game. Sometimes we all have pennies. So
a little bit of like putting like $1 in or something.
Yeah. We never go that crazy, but sometimes my uncle who's the host of the house, he'll usually if it's not my uncle, it's always my grandpa. He'll usually put as like the winning person. He'll put it. Whoever wins gets this $50 bill. So then that's when the game really gets good. Yeah. So that's usually like the last round whenever we get to it. So whenever that happens, we're all trying to make sure we get the good
one,
card.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's always.
Have you ever won?
I think so, but probably like once. And if I can barely remember, it's probably like
a long time ago.
I think I've won like the smaller pots before. Just like, oh yeah, you won 10 cents.
Hey, maybe
awesome.
this is your year.
I hope so. I hope so. That'd be great. What about you though? Like, any other additions to the?
No, I mean, like we play Loteria. Sometimes we'll do karaoke for parties.
Really? That's
nice. we'll do karaoke.
Cool.
Yeah, sometimes, especially like on New Year's and stuff. Mm-hmm. We'll do like karaoke, and my family will be out. Like everybody will be dancing and stuff. Yeah. And in my family, we're like a lot of us are like musician or singers, so it's like very fun because like people bring out their guitars or their instruments, and we'll start like jamming out like. Enjoying the time.
Really nice, actually. Yeah, you're just kind of around. Like I picture in my mind, just like the living room, just all jamming out, guitar and all. That's really cool.
And one thing I also want to talk about is like, I love the smell in the morning, like whenever like you're asleep and you can smell the turkey in the oven. You're like, oh, it's Thanksgiving time, That gets me like so excited.
No, it's the smell is really a big part of it because I mean
nostalgic, right?
Yeah, nostalgic because around that time already there's always a bunch of candles and other like sprays have pumpkin spice smell and stuff or like cinnamon smell and maple smell. And man, like whenever my uncle will always dress his house into like a lot of that stuff, we'll put candles and things, and man, it just really like the aroma grows that spirit of Thanksgiving, and it's just such an awesome, like I just like cherry on top. I think for me, whenever you get to get that smell, I think it's a really cool part of it.
Definitely,
yeah.
But no, I just wanted to get on here and like just talk about Thanksgiving, for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we got to have this. I guess pre-holiday episode.
Yeah.
And this next episode, definitely. We'll try to put some Christmas lights up and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're going to decorate for this upcoming Christmas special. And
we're trying to make it very festive for you guys.
Yeah. And also, we're probably going to work on a little Christmas special here soon.
Yeah, that's right. So
try to get like a performance on.
Yeah, no, we have some things lined up in the works. I know we've been talking about it previously, but we're actually we have somebody lined up, and I think it'll be really fun.
It'll be like next coming month. Yeah,
I think it'll be a nice little like kind of addition to if not its own thing, it'll be kind of a beginning intro to the next episode and stuff. And I think it'll definitely be like a really nice touch to the whole aspect of us trying to also celebrate with you guys too of the Christmas spirit and everything.
Definitely. We want to hear from you guys. Like, what is y'all's tradition? What do y'all do for Thanksgiving?
Let us know
and your favorite
comments.
dish.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you guys do anything specific that's different, maybe you guys don't do mac and cheese or don't do green beans or anything. Like, what else do you guys do? What other traditions do you guys do? Any other games or any specific movie and stuff? I've heard some families they'll watch like the same movie each year, and that's always a really cool thing.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah,
yeah. I always like that. It's like a nice time to only enjoy that one for that time.
For that one cool. special day,
Yeah.
But no, thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening. Once again, this is The Tea. I'm your host, Nico.
And I'm your host, Brian.
And thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all very, very soon.
Thank
y'all
you
have a very, very amazing, blessed, an awesome Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy
we'll see y'all
Thanksgiving,
soon.
everybody.